Volodya had just finished work and was walking home through the busy city streets when he noticed her. Anna, sitting on a bench under a glowing street lamp, sketching the passers-by in her notebook. Something about her focus and the way her hair caught the light made him pause. He walked closer nervously. "Excuse me, do you mind if I see what you're drawing?" Anna looked up and smiled, slightly embarrassed. "Sure, it's nothing special, just sketches of people walking by." That simple conversation led to hours of talking about books, music, and dreams for the future. Volodya admired Anna's energy and curiosity, and Anna was drawn to his calm, thoughtful nature. They exchanged numbers and began meeting regularly, walking in quiet streets, visiting cafes, and slowly discovering the joy of each other's company. Over the next week, they spent time together exploring the city, sharing coffee, and laughing at small jokes only they understood. Their friendship slowly grew into love. A few weeks later, Volodya suggested a weekend trip to a small village outside the city. "It's quiet there," he said. "No traffic, just fields, forests, and fresh air." Anna agreed immediately, her eyes sparkling. They packed lightly, bicycles, sketchbooks, and a small picnic basket. Upon arrival, the village welcomed them with the scent of fresh hay and blooming flowers. Anna ran into the fields, weaving daisies and cornflowers into a crown, while Volodya found a quiet spot by a pond to sketch. At lunch, under an old oak tree, they played their favorite game, story by turns, creating tales of magical forests, secret villages, and talking animals. Their laughter echoed across the fields. They explored narrow paths, discovered a hidden waterfall, and wandered through meadows. Every step felt like a small adventure. That evening, atop a hill, they watched the sunset. Anna leaned on Volodya's shoulder. "This feels like magic," she whispered. "It's not magic," he replied, holding her hand. "It's us, discovering life together." During their village adventures, they explored orchards, helped a young boy herd goats, rowed a small boat on the river, and joined a village festival with dancing, music, and colorful decorations. Even small mishaps, like Anna getting tangled in ribbons or a mischievous goat stealing Volodya's sketch, became joyful memories. On another day, they explored an abandoned barn, finding hay bales and a few mischievous goats. Anna laughed as she tumbled into hay, while Volodya tried to herd the goats, slipping and landing softly in the straw. Later, they discovered a hidden pond perfect for skipping stones, though Volodya's attempt failed hilariously, making Anna laugh uncontrollably. One evening, after a long day, Volodya suggested, "There's a small disco in the village hall tonight. Want to go?" Anna's eyes sparkled. "A disco? Here? Why not?" At the disco, colorful lights flickered and lively music filled the hall. The villagers danced and laughed, and Volodya and Anna joined in. Initially shy, but soon letting go, laughing at their awkward steps. Children pulled them into silly dances, and Anna twirled while Volodya accidentally bumped into a stack of hay bales. By the end of the night, they were exhausted but joyful, walking back to their inn through the quiet village streets. After the disco, they wandered through the moonlit village. Crickets chirped, and the cottages glowed softly. They reached the river, tossing stones and watching ripples, catching fireflies, and laughing when a small goat wandered into their path. Eventually, they climbed their favorite hill and gazed at the twinkling village lights and stars. "I could stay here forever," Anna whispered. Volodya held her close. "Nights like this, little adventures, laughter, this is what makes life beautiful." On their last morning in the village, they walked hand in hand along familiar paths, pressing wildflowers into Anna's sketchbook. Sitting by the river, they shared a quiet breakfast. "We'll carry these memories with us forever," Volodya said. "The village isn't just a place, it's a feeling, and it's ours." Back in the city, life continued with love, creativity, and family. They married, raised children, and shared lessons of curiosity, patience, and joy. Even as years passed and their hair turned silver, Volodya and Anna found magic in everyday moments. A child's laughter, the warmth of the sun, the beauty of a blooming flower. When their children grew old enough, they brought them to the village to share the same adventures. The children ran through meadows, climbed hills, explored streams, and laughed with mischievous goats. They helped at small farms, discovered hidden ponds, and played in orchards, making pies and collecting fruits. Volodya and Anna watched from nearby, smiling at how the joy of adventure was being passed down. One evening, The children organized their own disco under lanterns, dancing, laughing, and recreating their parents' funny dance moves. Afterward, they walked to the river to watch the stars, catching fireflies and sharing whispers of their dreams. Volodya and Anna held hands, proud that the traditions of love, laughter, and adventure were continuing. The next morning, they led the children on a treasure hunt through the fields and forest, hiding small painted stones, riddles, and little surprises. Mischievous goats caused chaos along the trails, making everyone tumble and laugh, just as Volodya and Anna had experienced years ago. At the hidden waterfall, some children explored caves, others skipped stones, and everyone laughed until their cheeks ached. In the evenings, the family gathered around bonfires, sang songs, told stories, and acted out funny skits from the past. Tangled ribbons, runaway goats, and disco dances. The village, with its rivers, forests, waterfalls, and laughter, had become a living story, passed down from generation to generation. As the grandchildren grew, they formed their own secret adventure club, exploring hidden streams, abandoned tree houses, and overgrown orchards. They discovered old treasures, decorated tree houses, baked pies from wild fruits, and held lantern-lit discos near the river. Mischievous goats caused playful chaos, stones slipped into the pond, and laughter filled the air. One summer night, the grandchildren organized a midnight adventure through the meadows and forests. Two cousins, shy around each other, shared a wildflower and held hands for the first time, beginning their own story of young romance. Others explored abandoned barns, found trapdoors, and pretended to be pirates, searching for hidden treasures. They returned to the river to dance under lanterns, skipping stones and chasing fireflies, creating new memories in the magical village. The next day, they discovered a hidden cave behind ivy, sparkling with tiny crystals and containing an underground pool. One boy slipped and fell into the pool, causing laughter and playful teasing. Later, they explored an orchard heavy with ripe fruit, chased goats, and baked pies together. Volodya and Anna watched quietly from the hilltop, holding hands. "Look at them," Anna whispered. "The adventures, the laughter, the love. It's all alive." "That's the magic of this village," Volodya replied. "Every generation finds their own joy, just as we did." Even as Volodya and Anna passed peacefully, one after the other, the village remained alive with the spirit of adventure, love, and laughter. Their children and grandchildren continued exploring the streams, meadows, forests, waterfalls, dancing under lanterns, playing with goats, discovering hidden treasures, and sharing stories around bonfires. Romance and friendship flourished alongside adventure. Cousins shared shy smiles, held hands during festivals, helped each other after small tumbles, and whispered secrets under starlit skies. Each festival, disco, and treasure hunt added new memories to the family's living story. As the third generation grew older, they organized grand adventures, village-wide treasure hunts, obstacle courses, nighttime lantern quests, and playful competitions. Shy glances became holding hands, shared laughter turned into whispered secrets, and each challenge deepened bonds. They built treehouses, rope swings, and secret hideouts, combining old traditions with fresh ideas. The village became a living storybook, where each generation wrote new chapters filled with laughter, courage, curiosity, love, and friendship. Parents guided the younger children, but allowed them to explore, make mistakes, and discover magic on their own. Even as the grandchildren grew into young adults, the village remained a sanctuary of adventure and love. Every waterfall, orchard, stream, and hidden cave held memories of generations past. From Volodya and Anna's first walks to the newest cousin's secret lantern quests. The magical cycle continued. Each generation learned, laughed, and loved, carrying forward the spirit of Volodya and Anna. The village never lost its charm. It grew richer, fuller, and even more alive with every new adventure. It remained a place where friendship, romance, family, laughter, and curiosity intertwined, ensuring that the story of love and adventure would never end. Years passed. The children grew older, yet the village kept its special spirit, full of laughter, adventures, and little wonders. Each spring brought the scent of fresh grass and blooming apple trees, and every summer unfolded new stories. One summer, Volodya and Anna's great-grandchildren discovered an old chest in the attic of an abandoned cottage. Inside were yellowed letters, faded photographs, and Anna's sketches, the very ones she had once drawn under a street lamp in the city. The children studied them with awe, as if they were treasures from another time. "Look, these are great-grandmother's drawings," one girl exclaimed. "And here's a photograph. They're on our hill," her brother added. Inspired by the discovery, the children decided to create their own book of adventures, where each of them could leave drawings, stories, or riddles. They sketched journeys along the river, invented legends about hidden caves, and made maps of secret trails. The village became a living fairy tale, no longer just for one family. Other children from nearby houses joined the games and evening bonfires. Friendships grew wider, and each child brought something unique to the adventures. One had a beautiful singing voice, another told spooky stories, and someone else devised clever tricks for the mischievous goats.